back, ladies and gentlemen. We are at the final half of the championship match here in Cherry Hill, New Jersey for the 2014 NSCRO National Championship. We will crown a champion in small college women's rugby today. Alongside Pete Hessler, I'm Matt Robinette. It was an exciting first half. Scoreline reads 17 points. Roger Williams to 10, Sacred Heart. We are underway here in the second half.
Sacred Heart, the red, and there was a sin bin in the first half that ended at halftime, so it's full strength both sides. I expect the intensity level to pick up.
What do you think the coaches said?
Well, they're not making a whole lot of mistakes, so keep the ball open, get it to your wings. They're doing a good job. Let's see some running.
Both teams.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of mistakes either. They've taken advantage of possession when they were in the scoring area. Both teams have. I would say some penalty mistakes, falling over the ball and stuff. That yellow card hurt them, but now Sacred Heart has some numbers on the outside. Fix and post, fix and pass. Not sure of all the subs quite yet, but we'll get them to you as we see them. Ball's turned over. Cass Friedman on the steal. Now they have the overload on the outside. Good hands by Liz Coricelli.
Gotta love it when the props even know how to pass. That's good coaching. Good work by the players.
Standing still, but Allie is able to move it forward. Not a lot of support. Lucky to get that ball back. Sacred Heart is really good at recognizing and when to counterattack, looking for the offload. Evan Gartner. Roger Williams seemingly in control right now with possession and territory. Probably 10 meters out. Set up a maul. See if they can produce this ball. Take it to deck. Now it becomes a ruck. And Roger Williams on the attack. Looking for blindside. No. Go strong side out to Cass Friedman. Friedman to, I believe that was Sadia Crosby.
Both teams are really able to get the ball pretty quickly at the breakdown, and that's a tribute to the ball carriers presenting backwards as far as they can.
Stolen and charged down by Roger Williams. They get the possession back. Found a little bit of daylight, unable to take advantage of it, but the support is there.
They must be close. I'm guessing 2 meters out.
Abby Scrow distributes the ball. Cassie Friedman dives for it. Try! Roger Williams.
Hand in the air.
Good phase try. Good team rugby. I like that. Was the first player we've seen all weekend dive low.
There you go.
And got rewarded for it. That was Cass Friedman on the try.
And how do you stop them forward with that kind of momentum that's down at your toes? You can't tackle her. Brilliant move.
Brilliant. So that brings it 22-10 right now. That was a big score to start the half. They finished the half with Sacred Heart in possession after a Roger Williams score. Now Roger Williams comes right back, starts the second half at full strength with a try.
They always talk about establishing momentum. You come out of the locker room, or whatever they call it here, out in the open, the sheds. Score first, bang through the conversion kick. And just watch how slowly the red team walks back to the midline.
24-10. Early in this second period, 5 minutes in maybe. That score can go a long way. That's a big one.
Next score is either going to put great distance between or make it really close. That's an obvious statement, isn't it?
22-17 was the score. Roger Williams defeated Minnesota State Moorhead to get to this point. 27-15. Sacred Heart defeated Mount St. Mary's to get to this championship match. Leah Berard, referee in the middle.
Vastly experienced referee.
Good aggressive cover by Sacred Heart. Now there's that counter rucking.
That almost left them exposed, though. I mean, that was a free ball for anybody to get. Great counter ruck. Somebody's got to recognize the ball at the back of it. Storming run. I like it. Here she goes. Didn't catch a number. Advantage on to Williams. Tons of room. The defense is up slow. Go, just a little behind her. There's your go forward running. What do you think, Matt? Turned it upfield, right?
Nice scrum half pass from a inside center, Evan Gartner. Not getting too much territory, but certainly holding possession. Set up a maul.
I think they're still too flat in the offensive back line. And all those passes are going behind, not all of them, some of them go behind the receiver, which makes it very difficult to accelerate from that point.
Sacred Heart investing a lot of resources into this maul. If Roger Williams can produce it, nope, turnover.
Yep. And again, that's recognition. You know, once you realize that you've got the ball carrier tied up and it could be a turnover, you need to get the rest of the people out of that maul.
Good teamwork from both teams. I'd say right now, obviously Roger Williams has the momentum, but they're also just a little bit sharper on their rucks and a little bit quicker in support.
Yeah,
it'll be a scrum. Now I like how they're set up right now. Sacred Heart is for this attack.
Oh yeah.
How do you defend this if you're a backline defense?
Very difficult.
So I see one player isolated on Roger Williams' left for a potential 3-on-1.
Oh, you're right. It's number 10's lined up right behind the scrum. She's going that way. Flanker's off quick, though.
Good pace. Nice move.
Nice sidestep. Jinky jink.
Good defense. Good up defense from Roger Williams. Sacred Heart still move. Oh, just lost it in contact. They've got the numbers on the outside.
Yeah, but they're all flat again. It's very difficult to throw the proper pass to somebody that's laying flat.
Good body position and clearance kick.
That's a smart kick. I like it, especially if it's pressure.
Good tackle from Dyke.
Maybe a touch high, but it's allowable. Boy, the pace is really picking up here, isn't it? Get some back and forth stuff going. Change the possessions. Airing it out. Oh, I love this.
Excellent tackling from Williams. Roger Williams. Good passing from Sacred Heart.
Charlotte Tallman there with a nice offload. Got a couple of backs in there, rucking. Everybody needs to know how.
Importance of up defense. You can see Roger Williams just firing up.
Woo!
Got a little possible stinger there.
Boy, they are not afraid to air it out, are they?
Seems okay.
Unfortunately, some of those passes, they're losing ground on some of those passes instead of gaining it.
That's what pressure does, right, Pete? If you put a little bit of pressure, those passes just don't seem as crisp as they were in that semifinal game.
That's correct.
But good athletes, good things happen. Good athletes on both sides. Little lucky bounce.
Oh, there we go. There's how you take a ball in. Kaboom.
So it's good for her to keep her feet there.
Apologies for not identifying players, but as the sun goes down, it's tough to see the numbers.
Nice dummy.
Oh. Enthusiasm picking up in the crowd here, too. You can hear it in the background. There's a great break by the number 10. Little sidestep and a stiff arm. Number 10, Asis Alessandra.
Sacred Heart. Back to their punching program. Now they're going to get it out wide here soon. But
Jenna Wassenblatt.
A lot of red jerseys around that area, and they turn it over.
Turn over again. Wow. That was not a facet of the first half. They seemed to keep their ball a lot, their own ball.
Knocked on. It'll be a scrum, I think, to Sacred Heart. Referee's going to calm everybody down. The intensity did ramp up there for the past 5 minutes or so.
And it's funny, if you've ever been in the middle, you can feel it. Unless you're totally ignoring the game around you, you can feel that stuff building up. Enthusiasm is great. Potential for getting out of control needs to be controlled, and that's exactly what Leah did there. Nice and calmly, just give him the hands down, back to playing rugby.
Emotions run high in championship events.
Oh, yeah, especially get closer to the end.
This
Everything's on the line.
bringing on a sub, number 16 for Roger Williams. Sabrina Brown.
I believe in the front row. Missed the player who came off.
I believe there was. I saw the trainer head out there, so they're probably working on someone on the sideline.
We'll stick with that story anyway.
Early in the second half, championship game. Roger Williams in white, Sacred Heart in red. 24-10. Clean scrum win.
Great aggressive run.
Ashley La Salandra.
Oh, unfortunately, just a little knock on at the end. Well cited by referee Leah.
I wonder if that was an adjustment to have La Salandra run a little bit more. I mean, they were pretty successful in their passing game with their backline attack.
I love
she does. Good hard runner. Scrum to Roger Williams, deep in their territory.
They've got one or two players who can get a decent boot on it, so let's see what happens.
Referee
here.
Saw the feed. It's a free kick to Sacred Heart.
There you go.
So you set up your penalty play, I think, here, or you go quick.
Yes. And how many players had their backs turned to that at the point when she kicked it? Rugby 101. No need to turn your back at all. All you got to do is be retreating.
Not sure what happened there, but it's a turnover. It's going to be a line out to Roger Williams.
Our little break in the play here. I want to thank World Rugby Shop for being an official partner and sponsor of this event. It always takes outside people to help, and it's a great group to get your supplies from.
Regardless of the outcome of this match, both of these teams, supporters, families, everybody at home, everybody here, should be very proud of the achievement. It's not an easy thing to do to be in the top four, let alone the champion. So congratulations, both Sacred Heart and Roger Williams, on your success this season and your continued growth, and I look forward to seeing you all here next year. Series of throws that weren't thrown in straight, so back to Roger Williams. It's going to be a scrum.
Yep. I think third time's the charm, right? We're not having any more of this. Scrum down. And please don't feed it. Feed me till I want no more, as the Welsh would say. I'd sing it, but I don't want to mess up everything.
Please don't. All right, 24-10. 2 scores is the difference right now. Second half, 10 minutes in.
It's going to pushed and wheeled, which is going to have a reset, I think. Did you hear the tiny whistle? It usually means a reset. A little bit louder, penalty.
We brought in a new front row for Roger Williams, and I think she's still feeling everything out. She didn't have the experience of the first 40 minutes, so coming in cold out of halftime off the bench. Usually get a little bit of time to warm up, but an injury forced her on right away.
Don't want to waste any steps, though. That's my philosophy these days. Warm-ups, who needs them?
And that was
That's a wheel on the mark.
Charge down.
Oh, big deal here. Big deal going on. 5-meter scrum. I think Lee had the intention of maybe calling the wheeled scrum. Now we're coming all the way back here. That's more than 5 meters out, is it not?
It's tough to
Or
say.
isn't it?
I mean, judging by the goalpost pads, it looks about 5 meters over there.
Oh, where's the corner flag? Maybe it is 5 meters. I see the corner flag. Okay. Just my old man perception is off just by a touch. I usually land it up by the stars, but the sun's out, so.
Well, after that flurry of about 10 minutes of intense action in rugby, we've had a little bit of lull here with a lot of little infractions and tiny mistakes. Let's see if we can get it back to the running rugby we all want to watch. There we go. Sacred Heart now has it out. Good job by Allie Dykes to clear that, and now we're running. She's got help on the outside.
Oh, the hands have
just
failed
knocked
once
on.
again.
Big collision there.
Yep.
Both players get up gingerly.
Pressure was on by Williams there, wasn't it?
Yes. Both players look okay.
There are times, you know, yeah, you can say I got bad hands or whatever, but some huge center's running up at you. Just take your eye off the ball for a second for personal safety reasons, and oops, forgot to catch the ball.
Very impressed with Roger Williams' up defense. They're not giving them any room to breathe. They're not. It's a very skilled team, but you can be the most skilled team if you don't have any time to do anything. You're just an athlete at that point.
Yep, and that's Sacred Heart's strong point is passing the ball. So if the pressure's in their face, it takes away their strength. Just dinks it over the winger's head.
Good breakdown tackle from the winger from Roger
That's
Williams.
a great poach. We talked about a poach. There it was. Yeah, you talked about the honor and all the work to get here. 30, 40 players will get all the accolades, win or lose, but there's so many people behind the scenes. The coaches, the schools themselves have to support this program for them to get to this level.
That was a great chase down from the kick from Cass Friedman by Morgan Quagliaroli. It was excellent work. She broke down, wasn't going to get beat by a simple sidestep. Now Sacred Heart is on the attack. Can't pat yourself on the back on this in this game. We'll do that for you, folks. You just keep on playing. There's a turnover. They got numbers on the outside if they can capitalize.
Look how flat they are, though. No depth at all.
Offload into contact. Good body position. Allie Dykes on the attack.
That's a
Keeps
good aggressive
the leg
run.
driving.
Fighting hard to stay in field of play, which is nice.
Quagliaroli. They've got numbers on the outside. Good hands by Sadia Crosby.
What a great catch, huh? Advantage is on.
Sacred Heart has a player down. So forward pass by Roger Williams. It'll be a scrum when we return to Sacred Heart.
I'm going to make a bold prediction here. There's going to be a huge breakaway try from one team or the other. You talked about the lull. I don't think these are lulling teams for too long. Something's going to happen in a big long run. That's what I want to see.
It's like the players up, walking to the sideline. Trainers are out there. Head coach is out there. Player gets cheered off. Like it's Samantha Eberg.
She holding her shoulder or what?
She is leaning like she's holding her shoulder.
Yeah, I think we got a right shoulder process. Right, substitute 17 is on. Number 17 being Marissa Gomez.
Now we're on the restart here. Ball won by Sacred Heart.
A great shunt, though,
Out
by
to the 10.
the defensive scrum. Now look at all the open space back here where the fullback is filled in, and there's nobody back there. Even when you're attacking, I'd love to see that covered by a weak side wing. A couple of tough yards there by Lauren Kostopoulos. Well presented. Can her teammates do their job?
Number 4 was a big player yesterday. What's her name, number 4?
Number 4, we have Kelly Simpson.
She had a great game yesterday, and she continues on today with the hard running.
She was the one that made that pass to her fellow second row. For the, oh, yeah.
about a 40-meter break and offloaded it for the final score of yesterday's semifinal.
That was brilliant.
Second row only try. Second row's only invited try.
Usually when the second row scores, they get dirty. They got to fight and scrap for it and grovel through the mud. But that was a nice, clean, open field pass, and off she went. Sacred Heart's going to have to poke one in soon. I mean, 2-score game, and that's with conversions. I'm not sure what their kicking game is like. Although they made, what, 1 penalty kick and a... or no, they've had 2 tries, correct?
Correct.
So 2 unconverted kicks. Unconverted tries, excuse me.
Good service out to Cass Friedman. Cass Friedman with the clearance kick. The winger was up. Great tactical kick. It's okay to turn over possession if you give up the if you get territory.
And I'll tell you what, they wouldn't mind doing that for the rest of the game, being up 2 converted tries. Even though they give up possession, they gain 40 meters, kill a minute off the clock for each line out. Hey, it's game management time.
Roger Williams has taken second in this event and 4th. So they're looking for that. They're definitely not getting third today. It's either first or second, and right now they're pretty hungry for that trophy.
They're hoping to fill in the blank there, aren't they?
Abby Scro, scrum half for Roger Williams, is having a banger of a game as well.
Oh, yeah. Ugly line out play. It's kind of bounced in a touch. Must have been a knock on it in touch because she's given the option of a scrum. So
temperature starting to dip a little bit. Was knocked on in the line out, so it's a scrum to Roger Williams with space on this blind side to work, space on the strong side to work. Lots of options here. Sacred Heart's going to have to do well to keep, as you say, Pete, keep those flankers' eyeballs up.
Oh, yeah. There it is. The head's up. That's a little better.
Looking at the ball. Looks like it's going to be a
pick.
There she
goes. Good break.
Good job.
Missed the tackle, though. That's the only trouble.
Sadia Crosby takes it around the blind side. Allie Dykes running a little bit sideways. There's a gap. They have numbers on the outside. They just can't seem to get it. Sometimes that try line presents a great amount of pressure as well.
Yeah. The skinny little defender called the try line. Oh, it was a good aggressive run.
She is having a solid day again.
Was that Amanda McPhail, I believe? Certainly Sacred Heart is going to have to do something dramatic really soon. Maybe they'll get the breakaway try, I'm predicting. Just to make it an exciting game. Keep the fans on the edge of their seat.
Look at that defense. Everybody's moving up together. They got through just because of an athletic play.
Yep.
But that defense is pretty solid from Roger Williams right now.
It is indeed.
There it is again. Trusting one another for that slide. And they force a knock on.
Yep. And force is a key word there. There's no reason for the lady pass there when you got somebody wrapped around your waist. In my humble opinion.
Sometimes, Pete, I'll coach and just say, just concede every ruck. And in America, chances are they're going to drop it or throw it forward or something. Just let them make the mistakes. Everybody move up and put pressure on them, and eventually it'll come to you.
Yep. So you got a player down here.
Was the player who took a nice run in the center of the field in that last series. She seems okay. She's up on her own power. Talking to the coach. I think it's number 2 or 3.
Number 2 or 3. What do we got?
2.
2, Nicole Montino. I'm sure I've pronounced that 7 different ways today.
Roger Williams, now that I look at him, have a pretty tall team overall.
Yeah. Some tall backs and obviously the forwards. So a little water break here for everybody during the injury.
About halfway through the second half, 24-10. Roger Williams on top of Sacred Heart in the championship match.